Okay, welcome back. This is the second part of the Redcat Piranha build, Facebook Marketplace build. And it needed plastic pieces and stuff, so I got a lot of the plastic pieces I needed off of eBay, and a lot. So yeah, we're gonna get going on this. So yeah, this thing pretty much needs like everything kind of. It needs done the cover here, the top piece here, and then a front shock tower thing, body post, and then the bumper. And then I'm just gonna pretty much add nicer parts too around it. So I'm gonna get into that in a minute here. So yeah. This is what I got off of eBay, and I'm just gonna pretty much try to install most of it onto the truck here and just make it look nice. So yeah, I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way and then I'll get back. I'm gonna start at the back pieces of the truck and then I'm gonna work to the front. So let's get working on these back pieces, but first I need tools, so I'll get those. Truck really doesn't need any other tools besides just like a regular old Phillips screwdriver. Outside of the pinion gear here for me, which I installed in the last one when I got it working, which is a 1.5 millimeter little like fit thing to put that on there. So first I think I'm gonna pop this off. I got the two screws out from the top, and then you gotta go to the bottom. These two right here. Okay, I got the bottom two screws out now as well. And then this slides right off like that. Got a dynamite motor in it, which is Horizon Hobby, pretty sure. So this old piece, it's all like scun up and stuff. And I have a new piece that's nice and new, so I might as well put it in, right? So yeah. I think I'm gonna wait a minute here and figure out how to take out the shock tower though, because I think I need to like take off the whole back. I'll look at it here in a minute and then I'll get back to you guys. I looked at it and then I looked at the piece. This one came complete for like the whole back, and it's pretty much just 3 screws on each side, and then I need to pop like the tie rod off thing in there. So yeah, let's see if I can pop this off with my hand, or do I need like a needle nose plier or something? Yeah, that one's not coming off. Yeah, there's that one. I'm gonna go get some needle nose pliers, some smaller ones, and I'll be right back. Couldn't really get it off with my needle nose pliers, so I guess I'm just gonna take these screws off down here, but I need to take this one off because there's a screw underneath it, I think, right here. So I need actually a hex screw right there, and I believe it is my blue one, so I'm gonna grab that one. Okay, I got my little hex tool thing, and it is the size 2.5 millimeters. So yeah, drop it in there. It should spin off, but it is kind of rusted a little bit. This was an outside vehicle I got for pretty cheap, and it does work. So yeah, I'm gonna take this one off, and then I'll take off the one there, right there, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, I got this one out, pretty long screw, and then I'm gonna get this one out too. It was almost out. So yeah, this one's out too. Okay, I got the other one out now too as well. Let's see if I can pull this one out right here. Can't really pull it out of the plastic. I'll have to twist that off here in a minute. But I'm pretty sure I gotta unplug these wires. So unplug these wires and I'll take this out. Okay, I tried pulling on the wires, they wouldn't come out, but I did get the other screw out. I think I can just like maneuver it kind of out of the hole here, like that. Perfect. And then take that out now. This one is like burned with like a soldering iron or something. I really don't know. But here's the new one I'm gonna be putting into, and it's just nicer, and might as well, right? So yeah, but first I'm gonna try to get some of this gunk off in there too with like a flat screwdriver and or like a razor, so I really don't want to cut myself or do anything, so I'll just get back to you guys after I clean that up. So yeah, or mostly really just on the bottom of here, because I do have a new one of these I could just pop in. So I'll clean this one up. Okay, I'm back. I cleaned that off way better and it looks nice. I mean, it's the best I can get it, but I did jab myself a little bit with my screwdriver here. But yeah, I cleaned the gunk off, so I'm just gonna throw this away real quick. Okay, now this just pulls off after I took off the screws for the top of this piece, like that. It's dirty, but I got a clean one right here to get a little bit of excess tape in it, but that should be fine. The old parts just right here off to the side, and then got my new parts. So yeah, I think I have a lot of the screws right here. Oh yeah, there's no screw there. That was just the mounting piece for the long screws. But yeah, I do got 2 screws there, and then I need to pop these rods off still, which are gonna be hard. Yeah, I'm just gonna take out the battery tray now for it to be easier later, because I do have a new one there and it's just clean, so might as well use it, right? So yeah, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do here. Get these wires off, because these won't really come off, but I think I'll just pop off this, lift it up, and then I'll unscrew these for these, and then I'll take that off so I can get these wires loose, and I'll do the same thing with the other one, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get these screws here, and then I'll come back. So these screws are not that bad to get out. Shoot, just a little bit in there. I'll just come back when I get this side screws out along with the other side. I'm trying to get these out with one hand while I record with my phone with the other, so it's kind of hard, but yeah. I got these side screws out, so I'll just come back when I get the other ones out. See this yet, but there is a screw right there that I need to take out as well. So I'm gonna try to get that out, but I kind of need to assemble the shock tower before I can get it out. Never mind, I can just pull it up and then get underneath it, so that'll be kind of hard. I need 2 hands, so I'll just pick this up when I get the screw out again. I got the little like screw out, so I would recommend taking off the back tires. So I'm gonna go get my my nut driver to take these off, which I believe is a 7mm, and I'm gonna take these off the back wheels. Yep, it is 7mm. I'm taking off the back tires. That did work, so I'll pick this up so you guys don't have to sit here forever and watch me undo these. I took the back wheels off, and then this came loose. So I'm gonna try to pop these off like tie rod things without hurting my hand again. Actually, I think they gave me fresh ones, so I think I'll just try to pop it off from here, and then yeah, this is gonna take me a minute, so I'm gonna grab my needle nose pliers and try to get these off. That was way easier than I thought it was. I already did both sides, which is nice about this vehicle. They also got metal shafts, so just set these aside for now. I mean, they are kind of dirty. I'll clean them up my best later. So yeah, and then I need to pretty much take this off, but in order to do that, I need to undo the shocks here. And these are Phillips as well, so I'll get these undone so you guys don't have to watch me do that. I got both the screws out for the shocks. I'm going to set those aside and then see if we can take off the tower if we can. But I need to get these out, and these won't really come apart, and we really don't want to mess with them because they kind of work right now. I think I need to take off this screw along with this other one. So yeah, I'll come back. So I got those out. I just tucked the screws back in there because the new one comes with the screws. So yeah, and then this old one just comes right out. But I'm gonna see what size, like these tie rods again, what size they are. This is the other sides, I believe. So this one fit right there, perfect. And then this one would go, not this one, this one goes right there. Perfect. So yeah, get the new tower here, and I'm gonna take the new tie rods and make sure like they're the right ones, or like because they're already set, because this was like, I think, a parted out vehicle I got the parts from. So yeah, these parts, this one goes right here, and I'm gonna need to like push these on here, so I'm gonna push just both of these on here, and then up, yeah. Okay, I pushed these on. I mean, they weren't like too bad, but they still kind of sucked. So I'm gonna try to just clean up the back end here a little bit with like a toothbrush, and yeah, I don't know, maybe a little bit of water on the toothbrush or something, then I'll wipe it off with a towel or something and just see how that looks, I guess. I'm back. I really didn't do much outside of just taking a toothbrush and brushing the crap off, and then taking like a damp cloth and just wiping some things down. I mean, it looks better, like the fuzz off here doesn't look dirty. I mean, it's really just dirt and surface crap. So yeah, I'm gonna grab the things, and then I'm gonna get ready to put the back shock tower on. This back shock tower piece off, and then I'm gonna pop this back on though, because I had to put the wires in. So yeah, I'm gonna put this back on with its 2 screws, and then we'll move on to putting in the bottom screws and mounting the speed control or ESC back. Now that I got my shock tower back together, we're not the bottom screws, so, well, I mean like these. So we're gonna get these bottom screws in there, and I have these all set aside right here, I think. No, I'm just kidding, I know. So yeah, I'm gonna put these back in to the 2 holes right there. Yeah, I got the screws on both sides done. And they may be a little surface rough, so maybe a little dirty. So what I do is I take like an old rag, and then I shoot some water on it, you know, just a little bit, and then I just scrub them off. Take a little bit of toothbrush and scrub that off, and it should just come right off. So yeah, that's good. And then I almost forgot, but I need to take this screw, and it needs to go in like there to this piece right there. So that one is kind of a pain to get to, so I'm just gonna do that off camera, and then we'll get back, and then I need to take these 2 and then put the shocks back on, and then build up the ESC holder again. So I figured I'd just pop off this piece with the 1 screw, this piece, and then it'd be easier to get that screw back in there, which it was, and then I can pretty much just take this piece again, then line it up and screw back in. The other one, it was so loose I could just bend it up a little bit and then pull it out. But yeah, take off your tires if you're gonna take out that piece, because it's a lot easier without the tires and without this 1 piece. There's 1 small screw, so just pop this out. It's way easier and quicker, kind of. Okay, I got this piece back on, and now I'm gonna put these shocks back on with these 2 screws. And these are another one that's kind of hard to do one-handed, so I'm just gonna stick these in there, you know, tighten them down back on there, and then I gotta put the drive shafts back in, and then these back on. And we're pretty much done with the back, outside of the middle, kind of sort of back, which is the ESC, and that's like 2 screws. And then we're gonna work our way to the front. Maybe in this video, I mean, it's kind of getting long, so I think we're just gonna do this part, and then we're gonna make the front a second part, and then like I think the radio, maybe the body will be like, is it the 3rd or 4th part? I don't know, but I'm just pissing time away talking, so we're just gonna get back together, and then I'll decide. Get the shocks back on it, worked pretty good. We're gonna do with these dirty old drive shafts, so you guys can do, you're just take like an old rag, right? And then you just shoot it down with water, and then in that spot you can pretty much cover them up just like run them through the water, kind of, I guess. I mean, it's just trying to like scrub it off and then take a toothbrush and scrub them. And I'll just do this off camera and see how good I can get them. Okay, I got them a little better. Not great, but they're better. So this model's nice because I got metal drive shafts, which is kind of different because most companies don't come back stock nowadays with the metal drive shafts, which is actually neat that this one came like that. I'm pretty sure because I picked this up off a marketplace from people who didn't really seem to know much about RCs outside of this. Was probably kids that he ran through the winter and everything. So I really can't get these on here with one hand, so I'm just gonna use back in, and then these are gonna pop back onto this joint thing, and same with this side, and then we'll come back. I got the back end back together. I still need to do the motor cover and then the gear cover, and then we're gonna work our way back up here. So yeah, I actually think it'd be easier if I get this back on here so it's not dragging it in the way. Over here for parts, I need this and then this. So this just sticks right on top here, I believe, right now. But okay, that's nice and on there. And then there's like a little notch there for the cord to feed in. And then it's kind of loose right now, but once I get the screws back in it and everything, it'll be nice. So I'm gonna grab some double-sided tape so I can mount the speed control down, and I'll be right back. I got some of my 3M double-sided tape and some scissors, and I'll just take like a little piece and mount it in there. So yeah, and then I'll be back because that's kind of hard to do with one hand. I've put the little piece of 3M tape back on here. That'll hold down my speed control. If you want to ring get this, I think I got mine at like Menards or something. So yeah, they got rolls there. I mean, it's kind of expensive, but it's not too bad because it gives you a roll. I don't know. I think it was like $6 or $8 for kind of a smaller or a bigger roll. I couldn't tell you honestly. It's been a while. But yeah, I'm gonna stick this back on here. Here we go. I got them with the wires. And what you do is you just peel this up. You gotta like push down on it in the corner. And then you gotta like get it from one of the edges. And then peel up the little red piece. Just about have it. Grabbed it. Okay, so you take that top piece off, and then stick this down on here, and then you just grab the speed control and stick it on there. I'm gonna do that so it's like somewhat perfect. So okay, I mounted this in here. The 3M tape is holding it down nice. So then I take my cover, set this on top of here, kind of, and then run this cord through here with like the power cord thing. Then you need to hold this up and get this down into the holes as well. I'm just gonna lay this flat and then I'll come back. Okay, the speed control's in there. I got the box on top, and then it's all screwed in with the long screws. The cord does reach to like a battery. I got this all nice and laid out up in here for the steering servo. The switch was broken off or something, so I'll come back in maybe one of the later videos and I'll solder on a switch, or I'll just twist them together and solder it. But then we have the back cover here. Just pops right on there, and then the two mushroom head screws fit right into the top holes. So I'm gonna put these two into the holes up here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, the Phillips screws on the top are in. So then on the bottom, where there's a little like indent for these fit right in here in the bottom. And then take my screwdriver and get them in. Okay, the bottom screws are now in. And that's done. And this one, when I got it, it didn't have one of the, like, the ear covers, and I can't just take like screws from like any of those really and do it, because in there, like, the threads for it is way different, and this is a metal piece, so I gotta find screws for it. And I got like a whole little like tray full, so I'm gonna go dig through that tray and I'll let you guys know what I find. Been digging in my little tray here, and I did find 2 Phillips screws. I tested them in the 2 holes and they fit perfectly, so we're gonna put this back on here. Okay, so I've got these in the majority, so we're gonna screw them in all the way. Don't worry, I'll tighten them down a little bit. It's just gonna hurt this with one hand here in a minute. So I got this cover on. These are all tightened down and nice, perfectly on there. And this video is getting a little long, so I think this would be the second part of the video for building this. And then in the next part, we'll be doing the front, and then, so that's the third part, is the front. And then the fourth part will be the final part, will be syncing new radio, new body, and then soldering these. Okay? See you guys. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Redcat Piranha build, episode 2. See ya.